What's up, everybody? It is Tatiana Parker here with Watch for the Hook Wednesday on our podcast episode. But I will not forget my co pilot, Michael Parker. Say hi.
Well, thank you, Miss Parker, for bringing us in on this Watch for the Hook Wednesday.
You thought I had forgotten about you.
No, you can't forget about me because I want to make sure you don't forget about me.
Whatever. So we were just having our pre-production meeting and we decided I would bring us in because you were going to lead the way with the topic today, right?
So, for all the business owners that are listening to the Watch for the Hook Entrepreneur Business podcast, we want to tell y'all expectations versus expenditures. So, y'all may say, the hell you talking about?
What's that?
So, expectations is that people think that when you start a business, you making money.
Yeah, some people do naturally or assume that like is what happens naturally.
The expenditures is what it costs to run a
So
business.
you have to eventually get out of the red or the black or do you want to be in the blue? I always mess that up.
All I know is this shit ain't free. None of it. My time, her time. These
Right.
microphones, these lights. This is the podcast expenditures. We ain't gonna talk about the apparel expenditures.
Nope.
So graphic designers ain't free.
No, they are not, especially the good ones that know what they're doing.
Design proofs ain't.
No,
They ain't what, Miss
they
Parker?
not free. Ain't nobody giving those
Getting
away.
product printed out, product made ain't what, Miss
It
Parker?
ain't free. You gotta pay for production.
So people think that because you start a business, you done made it.
They do. They really do. But even outside of like a dollar debit, right? There's your time has a price on it as well, or at least it should, because if you were in the corporate world, you'd be making an hourly wage, be it um clocking in and out or salary, it's still broken down into an hourly wage. So that's them putting a price on your time.
Time, the most expensive thing can never get back.
No, you cannot get it back.
And Miss Parker, me and her both still work corporate
We
jobs.
do. We do. I be locking in, clacking keys.
Out here, what they say, slaving for the man.
Okay.
Out here slaving for the
Trying to make the
man.
dollar.
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. But but still you gotta keep it a buck. People think because you start a business, the expectation is, oh, you are rolling in the dough.
They do. Or I don't know, for whatever reason, they think that now you're the go-to person for any random ass question or thought they have, any random ass idea that they want to try to get implemented or executed for free. They think you're the go-to person. And I'm cracking up and I should stop.
Oh, you talking about those expectations. Oh, see, I was just talking about the money part. Like people did expecting to think that you got it. Oh, but what you talking about is when people come and say, hey, I got an idea.
Right.
Can you sacrifice your most expensive thing you
My
can't get
time.
back
My
for
time.
free?
Yeah.
And honestly, we do not have a problem with that.
No.
But what is that caveat about, Miss
I
Parker?
mean, like some stuff just be ridiculous. Like
And we ain't talking shit. We're talking
I
facts.
am.
Ah, well, shit. She shit talking on fact talking. But this goes back into expectations versus expenditures.
Yeah.
When you look at the expectations, when a person becomes a business owner,
Yes.
some things about their life are supposed to change
Yeah, you would think. You would
for
think.
the better,
Yeah,
not the worse, for the better.
hopefully.
But the expectations can be far greater
Yes.
than the expenditures
Yeah.
in some people's mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But in reality, the expenditures are way higher, way higher. So high you can't see the top. Expenditures outweigh the expectations.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some people will say, well, Michael, can you and Tatiana give us an example of a monetary expenditure?
Right.
Miss Parker, what you got for the monetary expenditures? Because Miss Parker works the back end, which means she navigates the book.
I mean, monetary expenditures, like you are literally paying for everything from the ground up, no matter how big or small. Everything.
But when we look at everything we talking about, like people don't understand. Like, let's say you get business credit.
Yeah.
It ain't free.
It's not free.
You got to pay that credit card amount back every month.
A business license. And that's what I'm sitting up here talking about. Like this is stuff you're paying for on the front end before you even get your business off the ground.
Oh, if you live in Arkansas, you know about that annual franchise
I
tax.
know, right? Have a pay mine. I
We have, I think,
don't know. Now let me check my book.
that motherfucker 150
It
every May.
is. It is.
Right, people don't realize certain taxes you have to pay monthly.
Yep.
That means you got to pay out, folks,
Mm.
monthly. That's expenditures over expectations.
I mean, even if you have like the portable devices or the apps on your phone to be able to take credit and debit card payments. Like you're paying monthly for that.
You
Them
pay
9.99s add up.
you pay monthly, but then this is also the kicker you don't see. If you swipe it for nothing,
Oh boy.
there is a monthly charge.
Yep.
But per every swipe that month, there is an additional charge.
Yeah.
That's
So
expenditures.
if you don't swipe it at all, there's a charge. If you swipe it, there's still their charge plus there's a fee on top of every charge.
And then you got an annual fee.
Yeah, yeah, yes, you do. And then, I mean, so then, say for instance, you're out and about, and someone cash apps you. Well, by the time you transfer the money or, pull the money down from Cash App, it's gonna take a little fee. Or if they paying through PayPal, PayPal's gonna take a fee. And I mean, it's ridiculous. Like it's a lot.
Even the banking institution that houses your money can charge you a monthly fee.
Yeah, they're charging you a fee. But then you compound that issue with people asking you ridiculous ask. Can you do this? Like, okay, so I'm getting charged for everything, whether it happens or not. Then you want me to go do something else for free?
For the free?
I don't tear myself up because I'm like, it's just a lot.
I mean, you got. I'm turn and just turn into Petty Parker for a minute
Mm-mm.
and just be like, man. I told my wife the other day, and a matter of fact, I told her yesterday. I'm I'm at the point in my life where I want people to tell me their accomplishments and give me less ask. And I know that may sound bad. It may sound different.
I can't be mad at you for that though, because I'm kind of like you want them to tell you something hell they've done. And I'm like, I want you to get to the point where what you want me to do. Like, what are you asking me to do? What are you beating around the bush with?
We want to hear more accomplishments than ask because that is an expectation over expenditure.
It
I'm telling
is.
you, what you don't, what I think people may be missing in all this is that, damn, are they saying that nobody is accomplishing anything, or is the fact that they're wanting their people that they deal with to accomplish more? So that's a fine line.
Yeah.
The expectation that we're looking at now is that we've given out so many free nuggets on this podcast.
Yeah.
When I say, let me repeat it one more. No, Miss Parker, you repeat it for me, please, if you don't mind.
I do mind you say it. That came out of your mouth.
We've given out so many free, free, free information on this podcast. We are starting to wonder or look at who is going to learn
Right.
from us. That is not an expectation wrapped into an expenditure. You want to know why?
Why?
Because Me and you expend our time.
Yeah, we do.
We do this podcast. We love it.
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
I do.
honestly, this is a labor of love.
Yeah, I love
It's a
it.
real labor of love.
I absolutely love it.
It's
Yeah.
not a complaint session.
Uh-uh.
We want y'all to keep holding on. What we gonna take you somewhere, take you somewhere down deep. We were looking for the people who want to understand that in our expectations of y'all listening to us, you understand that your time is also valuable.
It is.
That's an expenditure you don't get back. So we want y'all to start thinking, I got to make this shit count.
Right.
Like count, and just go a certain avenue to where you all start pulling something out from yourselves.
Yeah. I mean, because I think you and I are honestly taking this topic two totally different routes,
Okay,
which is fine. You're more focused on the expenditure piece. I'm probably more focused on the expectation part of it.
okay. So give them some of those expectations that I think that, business owners may be missing.
I mean, one of mine is stop having the expectation that just because we do it for us, that we're, oh, it's gonna sound mean.
Say it.
Just because we do it for us, that we are going to do it for you in that same capacity. Like, that's not fair to us. And that only shows laziness on your part. It's one thing to ask questions about how to implement something or really work with an individual, but when you just ask somebody, can you fill in the blank? Can you produce a line for me? Can you do this? Like, have you lost your damn mind? Don't expect because we've gotten our hands dirty with it in that regard that we're like, okay, we're gonna like do it for you. Like we're gonna chew your food and swallow it for you.
That goes back to what we've been talking about. Nobody will love it like you.
Exactly. And that is one thing we have tried to express time and time and time again. But some individuals just have, I guess, an expectation that, oh, just because we were able to do it, it can be easily repeated for them. Like everything we do isn't super easy.
And you hit on some really delicate points.
I did.
I
I
want,
feel
I
kind of
want,
tacky.
no, 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 no,
I really
no,
don't care though.
no, no, no. What I want to listen to understand is what Miss Parker said is that if somebody other than you is willing to put in more work than you,
Right.
what are you doing?
Why are you doing it?
What is your why?
Like, are you serious?
We can't give you your why. We can help you if you come to,
Hey, podcastmoneymerch.mykajabi.com.
we can help you find your why
Yeah.
over there. And we will help you turn that why from an expectation to a full blown implementation.
Yeah.
But what you have to understand is we can't be you.
No.
We can help you.
We can't be you. We can help you, but you can't be lazy.
Exactly. And so one thing about us helping you
Podcastmoneymerch.mykajabi.com.
is that we're going to help you take your idea. You have to have that idea first. We can't craft that idea for you. That idea got to come from who? You.
It's got to come from you.
And when you get the idea, you come talk to us at,
Podcastmoney.merch. Hold on. Podcastmoneymerch.mykajabi.com.
and we'll take you from the idea to implementation. So just come through there and check us out. So Miss Parker was sitting there telling y'all, we cannot put in more work than you.
Right. I get you worded it way better than me because I was like, just because I've done it, don't ask me to do it for you just because you want it.
But in your ask, if you can explain what you're looking for, And then me and Miss Parker can sit down and talk to me like,
Yeah.
I think they kind of get what we
Yeah.
trying to get them to get, and we can point them in the right
Yeah, I can help you
direction.
get there.
Because the expectation is sometimes, hey, I need y'all to take something to nothing.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm sorry, nothing to something.
That's I
I,
was like, wait,
yeah, my bad.
wait. Yeah, I just sometimes the expectation is just too much. Be it because you feel like you know those an individual personally, you feel like you have a different level of involvement. Sometimes the expectation is just unrealistic.
And that goes back to the fact, do you really understand what you're trying to do?
Do you really want to do what you're trying to do?
Because let's just be honest, you got to put in the work,
You do. You really do.
and the work ain't free.
But if you're too lazy to do it, then why do you expect someone else to do it?
And if you ain't got $1 million loan,
That's what I was about to say. Some people may be like, well, that's what you pay people for. Yeah, I get that. And that's fair. But you got to come to the table with more.
but then also let's go hit that expectation and expenditure. Let's say somebody say we come to the parkers and we got a little money and we say, hey, I ain't got nothing. Turn it into something. We still gonna tell you. So what do you want?
Right. I'm going to be like, and what are we doing this for? Because at that point, your money does not necessarily mean like, okay, that's the green light. Like, what are we doing this for? Why? Do you really want to do this? Are you gonna sustain this? Like, are you gonna keep this going once I gift wrap it and give it back to you?
There have been plenty of businesses. We can also say there have been plenty of podcasts that had a great beginning aspect
Yep.
and had zero push
Yep.
from the people that created it.
Yes.
And when I say people created, I mean people that thought it. The people that said, this is my brainchild. The people that said, I love this. The people that said, ooh, this is going to change the world. And they didn't get past episode 1.
Did not.
So when you ask about expectations versus expenditures, those people's expectations were very high,
Huh?
but their expenditures, not monetary, were very low.
Very low.
How can you expect to get across the mountain if you ain't trying to run up the valley?
They expecting you to do that for them. They want you to chew their food and eat it for them. That's the problem.
And we keep telling, we have sites, we have ways, we have coaching methods at
Podcastmoneymerch.mykajabi.com.
that can help you figure those things out. So, Miss Parker,
Yes.
I brought us in.
Yeah.
I would love for you to take us out for those folks who got the expectations and the expenditures a little back.
This is what I have to say about expectations and expenditures. It would probably be in your best interest to keep both your expectations and your expenditures balanced.
50-50, 51, 49,
Something
64.
close.
Oh, you said some close.
Something close.
So 70-30, is it close to you?
Not really. That's
S-
gonna look like Lady Liberty's skills.
So we're going to need about 60-40,
Yeah, yeah, it's gotta be balanced.
59-41.
You need to keep it as balanced as possible. That's gonna help you out mentally.
Hey, folks, you heard Miss Parker. Keep it balanced. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.